2 minutes. Got the mic, got the video. Let's join the call. Note taking is available. No, thank you. It's on. Hopefully it's on. Hopefully my mic is on. All right. Recording in progress. All right, what's happening, team? What's going on? Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Happy Friday, Friday the 24th. Just got back from my workout myself using the assistant coach. I am definitely digging it. I'm definitely digging the workouts that it's providing. Let's share my screen. Let's get your tab. What do I want? I want the tactical blueprint. Can always change that name after. All right. Dun-dun-dun. Oops. Yeah, so this is just for a low back issue, or perhaps a lower back focus. Just because, like working with, you making sure that you guys are addressing any areas of concern for your workouts. So we have phase 1, stabilization endurance, focusing on the lumbo-pelvic hip complex, integrity and metabolic conditioning. All right, so mitigating lower back dysfunction. All right, so we operational metrics. We have 25 minutes it's a little longer for this one for the workout. I was giving you guys a sample. So frequency on the alignment, so 3 to 5 times weekly for neuromuscular adaptation. Intensity level, 40 seconds of work with 20 seconds of interval, 20 seconds of rest. So 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Type, stabilization endurance with HIIT integration. Volume, 4 rounds of metabolic demand. And of course, with having self-myofascial release. So you want to have, just because your lower back, so you definitely want to get a foam roller. Foam roller you can use, as we'll see in the later notes here, but definitely using the foam roller. So target deep lateral hip tissue to inhibit overactive synergists. 90 seconds per side. So to hit the glute med with the foam roller, you want to have a figure 4 stretch alignment. So basically having your ankle on top of your opposite knee to really get the deep tissue massage with the foam roller. And of course, 90 seconds, you want to roll on the muscle or the back pocket of the glute, lower back area, roughly around, 90 seconds is a little long. You can definitely go with, remember we're priming the muscles before the workout. So if you want to go for a longer foam roll session, save it for the end. For this one here, 60 to 90 seconds per side is more than enough time just to get things rocking and rolling. So that's per side. Then we have a hip flexor stretch. Static elongation to address anterior pelvic tilt and lumbar stress. 2 sets of 30 seconds. Now, for an isometric stretch, remember, you want to save this for the end when it's 60 seconds to 90, when we're shutting off the muscle by performing a deep stretch, like the hip flexor stretch with the couch, perhaps, or the bench, or a plyo box. So at the beginning here, this is mobility, this is inhibition. We want to make sure that we are priming the muscle. We're not shutting it off. We're not shutting down by performing a long stretch. So reciprocal, bloody heck. Reciprocal, oh my goodness. The good thing we're live on this one, hey? Inhibition ensures the lumbo-pelvic hip complex maintains neutral alignment under load. And we got to talk to work on my speech enunciation here. All right, so then we're going to the workout now. So we have a block number 2 is core stabilization. So we have a dead bug with an iso hold. You want to focus on the transverse abdominis recruitment Force lumbar spine contact with the floor. So with your dead bug, you're on your back, supinated position. Opposite hand and foot will kick out or extend. Now with this one, you want to have more of a slow and controlled manner, and making sure that your low back is solid against the floor or against the mat. And you want to have no arching, so you want to make sure you want to maintain that full contact against the floor. Bird dog dynamics. Now this is where you're in a quadruped position, so all fours. You want to target multifidus and contralateral stability. Maintain a flat back. So 10 reps per side. So bird dog, so opposite again. So dead bug is on your back, bird dog. Now you are on all fours. So from the beginning here, foam rolling, a little isometric stretch for the hip flexors. Then we get into some core activation, stabilization to really prime the body. Then of course now we have, let's move this guy out of the way. I guess I could use my iPad there. But now we have the high intensity interval training operational protocol. We have interval logic of 40 seconds active effort with 20 seconds recovery. Load selection, light dumbbells, 5 to 15 for maximal velocity. You focus, explosive movement within stabilized postural corridors. Safety, discontinue if sharp pain or valgus, knee collapses inwards, occurs. Okay, so remember, we want to have good technique, not just the power through an exercise with improper technique. So exercise sequence, we have shadow boxing, goblet thrusters. So goblet thruster is you want to have either one dumbbell, hold the dumbbell chest height, go perform a regular squat, go nice and low best you can, then renegade rows. You want to be in a high plank position. You either go for one dumbbell or two. Now, of course, some coaches renegade row. You add a push-up, row with the right hand, push-up, row with the left. That is up to you. You can be at a high plank and row alone. So it's up to you for this one. And of course, if the 5 pounds to 15 is too light, you can definitely go a little bit heavier if you want to, depending on your fitness level. Then we have the recovery, so glute release, so lacrosse ball, a small little cross ball, golf, tennis, lacrosse is definitely a little more suitable for this if it's going to be a little more painful. My apologies, I have to fix that image. That image threw me off. So pivot lunges, you're going to be standing forward. Now I'm going to pivot to my left on a 90-degree turn. I can have one dumbbell or two, but when I turn to that left pivot, so I'm facing towards the camera, facing towards the mirror, I'm going to pivot out towards my left and perform a lunge, front lunge to my left, and then I push back to starting position. Okay, so pivot lunge and back in. Russian twist or V-sit twist with light dumbbells. Be in a V-sit position, knees bent, cross body, working the transverse abdominis on this one, thoracic spine rotation. Then we have a basic glute bridge. The body weight glute bridge, you can make it harder by putting your feet onto a bench if you want. Those images are incorrect. I'm going to fix those. Then we have right side. Yeah, so I mentioned my right side hip, or is it not a hip, sorry, my glute that had an issue. Hold on. Come on. Kirk, come on, this way. Kirk, come on. wonder if that mic can go all the way out there. So I had to walk outside to give these guys a little breather. All right, I'm back. So right side, lumbopelvic hip complex. Decompress, lacrosse ball. So upper glute and hip, release iliac crest adhesions. So for that lacrosse ball on the top figure 4 position on the muscle part of the glute medius. Then we have a bench pigeon. Now, of course, you can use, depending on your flexibility, you can use a bench on the incline or the pile box or even the floor. So this is your outer glute rotators. Maintain neutral spine during the tilt. Then we have a standing QL stretch. Lay down, boys. Standing QL stretch. Quadratus lumborum. Oh, right there. Quadratus lumborum. So lateral plane expansion. All right, so you can grip onto. Standing QL stretch. Yeah, back again. And of course, we have the cat-cow mobility. Spinal segmental flow. So cat-cow. Sync movement with breathing. Then we have a block 4 regeneration, child pose, and lat stretch. Deep diaphragmatic breathing, focus on reaching fingertips away from the hips. All right, so that is just a workout sample for the lower back. So that was the lower back, just a quick little slide deck for you for the team on this one. And of course, we have the actual blueprint itself in a document format. All right, so we have, like I mentioned here, so block 1, phase 1, stabilization, the foundation. So address overacting antagonist contributing to the anterior pelvic tilt. SMR glute medius, 90 seconds, deep lateral hip tissue, aesthetic hip flexor stretch. Then we have block 2, core stabilization. We have the dead bug, bird dog. Then we have the resistance stabilization of 20 minutes of the floor glute bridge, 3 sets of 15 reps. We have a prone cobra. So this is actually a little more in-depth of the workout itself. The slide deck was more of a sample of the core workout fundamentals. This is a little more deep dive into the actual workout itself. So we have a floor glute bridge, a prone cobra, and a single leg floor bridge. Then we have a high intensity interval training, 40 seconds on with 20 seconds off, 4 rounds. So we have a warm up of a full body, dynamic stretching, shadow boxing, no weights, dumbbell shadow boxing, anterior delts, goblet thrusters, renegade rows, pivot lunges, and Russian twist. So this is the main block that I was talking about for the slide deck. Then we have the lower back and glute rehab, lacrosse ball, bench pigeon, standing QL. All right, so this protocol aligns with ACSM's FITT VP standards, prioritize moving quality and neuromuscular control over the amount of weight lifted. If you experience sharp radiating pain during any movement, you want to cease immediately. Ooh. Was I even sharing that? Was I sharing that? I don't think I was even sharing that, that picture. Let's quickly share that one. So I think I messed down that one up. Yeah, I wasn't. Sorry, my apologies, team. All right, so you guys are on the Day 1 Den School. You guys are going to see this. I'll upload this one here. But as you can see, that we have the blocks, stabilization, foundation, sorry, my apologies, core stabilization. Then we have a tactical hip protocol and lower back and glute rehab. All right, team. Guys, give me 1 second here. Yeah, the beauty of live. All right, so that just wanted to go through that on the workout for you guys. Lower back issue, lacrosse ball, using the foam roller, having a sample workout that is for perhaps if a client had to show to me, sending a workout via remotely. So I would send the PDF, send the workout, Of course, have communication from the client going through any exercises that may have felt off, or of course, at the end of the workout, how did they feel? How did the low back feel? Cue all stretches and the low back with a lacrosse ball. All right, so there we go. So that was a quick one, guys and gals. We're definitely gonna go through a little longer on this one for next week. So I'm still in the Cayman Islands, and yes, we'll see about the scheduling for everything. But yeah, no, come on board. Like I said, for you guys here on live on the TikTok here. So, 7-day jumpstart, get into the day one den, go through the workouts, and yeah, have fun, and keep working, keep hustling. All right, there's a quick little video. Lower back issues. Stop recording. End the call. All right, guys and gals.